Hi guys, today I'm going to do an everyday makeup routine so you can see what I wear on my face every day to college and just around and about, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. So the first product I use is the Studio Secrets Professional Smoothing Resurfacing Primer by L'Oreal Paris, and that just looks like that. Sorry, it's really gross. And I've got hardly any of this left actually. I use it quite a lot. I don't use it every day because I do think it's quite heavy for every day, so I don't always wear this to college. I just do wear it on days that I think I need a bit more coverage, or I just want to smooth out my skin complexion a bit more. So I just dab that all over my face, down the middle, swipe on there and swipe on there, and then I just rub it in with my fingers. And that does leave your skin feeling really nice and smooth. But I try and pay special attention to this bit on the forehead and in between the eyebrows, because I feel that that doesn't always blend in quite as well. Okay. And at this point I would also put on my Carmex lip balm. And I also use the No. 7 Lash and Brow Perfector. Is that coming out? And it looks really horrible at the moment. It goes all kind of cloudy in the tube. I don't know why it does that. I think it's not because it's unclean, I think it's just from the pumping like that. And I just use that to sort out my brows. I have very thick brows, so I need to keep them quite groomed. There you go. And then for my foundation, I use every day the Revlon Colour Stay foundation. And I use the oily skin version of this foundation because I have very oily skin. And I am in the colour 150 Buff because I'm very pale. The only thing that annoys me about this foundation, I love it, I wear it every day, but I think the cap is really stupid and annoying. It just goes like that, so it's really hard to tip out, and I always tip out too much. So what I did is I just bought a pump from Boots and I put it in here, and then I just do one pump on my hand. And then I use this Ruby and Millie foundation brush, which you can also get from Boots. And just put it all over. And then I just blend it in. And then I always just use my fingers. The next thing I would do is use concealer. And I use the Match Perfection, showing up, Yeah, just about. There we go. Match Perfection from Rimmel. And my colour is 010 Ivory, and it's quite orange tinted, which is quite good for me because I've got dark circles under the eyes, so it just kind of counterbalances any dark bits that you've got under there. So I'm just going to zoom in to show you. So I dot that all around the eyes, and then I just go in with my number 7 concealer brush. Ooh. Looks like that. And I also try and pay special attention to the outer corners of my eyes, because you might be able to see, especially there, I get very dark patches. On the outside of my eyes. And then I would also go in with my concealer again and go over any blemishes I got on the face, so I'm just going to do that now and then come back to you. So that's my base all done, and then I would just set that with my L'Oreal Paris, you can see that, True Match Super Blendable Powder, and I use the colour Ivory Rose. Now I just use my big Max Factor powder brush, and just over the eyes I'm going to pop a little bit of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. There you go. So there's that all done, and I'm going to take this moment to fill in my eyebrows as well. So I use a Ruby & Millie tapered eye brush and just the brown colour at the bottom from this matte quad. Then the next thing I would do, I'll zoom in again for you. The next thing I do is I use a gel liner. Where's it gone? I just have this one from Maybelline. It's in a little pot. It comes with a little brush. And I just use that and I do a flick over my eyes. Now I know that I do my eye makeup funny. I have to pull my eyelid down because I can't close one eyelid without it completely scrunching up, and you can't do makeup like that, so I know I do it funny, but I think everyone does their makeup differently, so it's just my way of doing it. And then after I've done that, I also use the number 7 Lash 360 mascara. Then I sometimes take the brush that I already used for my liner and just run a little bit of that underneath. That is my eyes done. And this is the time that I would use a blusher and bronzer, which I don't use every day at all. A lot of the time I just leave my face like this, and I know it's hideously pale, but I don't really have a problem with it. So sometimes I would use a bronzer and blusher, sometimes I wouldn't. Today I am going to. I'm going to use this very old blusher, which I use as a bronzer because I'm so pale. I think I can use it as a bronzer. It's from Bourjois. I don't know what it's called, but it's just one of these little pots. And I use a very cheap brush. Don't know where it's from. Just dab that in either side like that. Tap off any extra, give it a blow. And then just use it in the hollows of my cheeks. And then I'm also going to use this blusher, which is also from Bourjois, also quite old, like that, just a pinky colour. And this is called Rose Ombre, and I'm just going to use my Max Factor blusher brush to do that. So swipe it across. Tap off any extra you don't need, and then put it into the hollows of, no, sorry, the apples of your cheeks. Bring it up. And the final product that I do use day to day is this lip gloss lipstick, which is from number 7, and it's in, well, it's called Sheer Temptation lipstick, and it's in 40 Lovely, and it's kind of purpley colour. It's just got a very glossy consistency. I don't always like lipsticks because a lot of the time they just really dry out my lips, so it's quite nice. I don't like the fact so much that it's got quite gritty bits of glitter in. A kind of blue reflex, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, blue reflex, so it's quite shiny, but it does give a nice colour, so I do quite like it. Makes your teeth look quite a lot whiter as well. So this is my everyday makeup look, and I did start off at the beginning of the video with no makeup on whatsoever, so please be nice. It's quite a hard thing to do. Yeah, this is the finished look. This is a look that I would use, just wear every day, really. I also took out my nose stud to do the look, but I would put that in afterwards. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you liked watching, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you can, and I shall see you all later. Bye!